I was in the committee of experts that wrote this country's constitution. In our final report, we actually warned Kenyans of the cost of implementing our constitution. What we have now done with this proposed amendment, we have actually costed this amendment. How much money will Kenya save? Let me give you figures. When we reduce parliament, we save 155 billion Kenya shillings. When we abolish deputy governor's position, we've saved 5.6 billion. By abolishing all nominations, we save 30 billion. By adopting one-term presidency, we save 20 billion. By capping salaries, we save 24 billion. By automating registration, we save 25 billion. By restructuring, automating general elections, again, we save 50 billion. By restructuring independent commissions, we save 16 billion. By severely punishing thieves of public money, we save at least 3.5 trillion Kenya shillings. In total, if we adopt these proposals, we will save our country 3.78 trillion Kenya shillings. Money that is more than even our own national budget. Tell me if we cannot speedily develop as a country. And especially if we now rechannel money to the world level to be the primary unit of accelerating development in this country. Tell me if we cannot also begin to equalize, to become equal in this country. People will begin to build a nation state where everybody is proud of being Kenyan because we are all enjoying same services wherever that may be in the republic.
And by seeing the loopholes, as you are saying, if President Kenyatta did this in his first term, if you don't do radical surgery at our judicial system, we are doing a lot of nothing. The reason is, President Kenyatta, the DCI will investigate. Somebody is arrested, but now he's handed over to the judiciary. If we don't weed out corruption in the judiciary, we are doing a lot of nothing. Because it will be released the following day. I mean, we have seen people who are stolen hands being jailed for those years you're saying, but those with serious economic crimes, they will always buy their way out. You also need to look into ways of fighting doing radical surgery to the judicial system. In fact, this is where the animal lies, because these are the people who give those sentences. So, with that, I beg to support this Punguza Mzigo 100%, but those things must be considered. They must be considered because this is the way to go.
The other issue is also the system of governance, and we don't want to support, because currently we have the presidential, and there is people who are clamoring for the hybrid of presidential and the parliamentary system, and which has been gaining currency, whereby currently those members of the executive today, they are appointed outside the parliament. And in your draft, I would like to know with the detailed draft what you are proposing, because I think it used to work well when they were being drawn from the National Assembly, of which it should also be replica even in the counter assemblies to save on cost. Because if you appoint a member of the counter assembly to be a member of the executive, he will definitely be paid only allowances, but not a salary, and it will also further cut on cost. So I would like to seek your...
We shall take our time to move this motion, because we like to hear as much as possible, even other views about it. We'd also like to engage the public in the debate about it before we finally decide whether we are supporting or we are not supporting. I would also like to add that the views that were expressed during the meeting by some of our members there are their own views, including my own views, but those are not the views of the Assembly. The views of the Assembly will only be known after the bill is tabled in the House and discussed. Then when we vote, that will be the view of the Assembly. But at the moment, members have different views.
But secondly, also, we want to respond to a question that is being asked out there, especially by some political class people who are opposed to Punguza Mzigo. They are beginning to ask questions around who is funding us. So today, in the interest of accountability and transparency. We may not have done this officially, but Kenyans will remember we have actually came up with a Paybill number. This is how Kenyans are funding us. We have this Paybill number which we wanted to launch today in Murang'a, and also to explain to the doubting Thomases that the people of Kenya are actually the one funding our travels in all this county so far. And they've been doing it for the last 1.5 weeks. And today, therefore, we want to publicly, explain and show the Paybill number, which people are sending money to, and which is enabling us to go around all the counties of Kenya. So in the interest of transparency and accountability, this is the source of our funding, from ordinary Kenyans. And we will keep books of account. Should anybody be interested to come and, audit or inspect the books, this is a special project of Third Way Alliance Kenya called Punguza Mzigo. And that's why we're in Murang'a County today on our way to Embu.